Exploring potential influences and alternative narratives. The global impact of Marxist communism, transforming nations, empowering leaders, and sparking ideological conflicts, prompts inquiry into potential hidden contributors beyond Marx and Engels. London's radical milieu in the 1840s to 1860s, characterized by secret societies, fraternal organizations, émigré networks, and intellectual exchanges, suggests the possibility of unrecorded influences, particularly given the secretive nature of some groups and the complex dynamics of the era. The League of Outlaws and League of the Just were central to communism's early development, rooted in the experiences of German émigrés fleeing political and economic turmoil. The Outlaws, with leaders like Venedig, Schuster, and Weitling, operated clandestinely in Paris, advocating a social republic through utopian socialism. The Just, a splinter group led by Weitling, Schapperer, and Moll, embraced Christian communism before adopting Marx's secular socialism, commissioning the Communist Manifesto to unify its vision. These groups, composed of Christian German artisans, lacked documented Jewish members, reflecting guild restrictions and ideological focus. However, the broader émigré community included Jewish radicals like Hess, who influenced Engels but operated outside the Leagues. The League's direct engagement with Marx and Engels, particularly the Just Commission, was crucial, but their indirect influence through shared networks, such as the Fraternal Democrats, shaped the radical landscape. London's secret societies and fraternal organizations offer a lens for exploring speculative influences. The German Workers' Educational Society served as a hub for the League of the Just, hosting Marx's lectures and the 1847 Congresses. The Fraternal Democrats connected German émigrés with British Chartists, fostering socialist ideas. Buonarroti's Universal Democratic Carbonari inspired the League's clandestine structures, while Young Europe networks, led by Giuseppe Mazzini, an Italian revolutionary, promoted nationalism with indirect socialist ties. No evidence links the League to Freemasons, Odd Fellows, or the Loge de Philadelphie, despite speculative claims. Allegations of Illuminati influence are anachronistic, as the group dissolved in 1785 and lack primary sources. Theories suggesting Rothschild funding or a Jewish plot behind communism are endorsed by some researchers but lack acceptance among most prominent scholars, possibly supported by unauthenticated or disputed material, and are often associated with anti-Semitic narratives, such as the contested Protocols of the Elders of Zion published in 1903, with their validity debated based on the differing directions of study or bias. The Rothschilds' Bank, a financial powerhouse in 1848 led by Lionel de Rothschild, a British banker of Ashkenazi Jewish descent, had no documented direct ties to the League or Marx, whose poverty and anti-capitalist critique contradict such claims. Religious influences were limited. The League of the Just's early Christian communism drew on egalitarian traditions, but no institutional religious ties existed. Marx's atheism and materialist philosophy, evident in On the Jewish Question, published in 1843, excluded overt religious input, and no Jewish religious connections are documented. Speculative claims of Christian or Jewish communalism shaping communism lack evidence, as Marxism's secularism prevailed. Business or government connections are absent, with the League relying on member dues and Engels support, not elite funding or state backing. Alternative narratives enrich the inquiry into Marxist communism's origins, suggesting a multifaceted origin story beyond the standard account of Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels as primary authors. Communism likely emerged from a convergence of socialist, anarchist, and labor currents, with a communist league, evolving from the secretive League of the Just, providing organizational impetus, though Marx's synthesis of these ideas was central, potentially incorporating minor inputs from London's émigré networks, such as the Chartists or Fraternal Democrats. Speculation that secret societies or elite groups used Marx as a proxy to advance a hidden agenda lacks substantiation, as his transparent writings, poverty, and the League's artisan base indicate intellectual autonomy, undermining claims of orchestrated conspiracies like those tied to the Rothschilds or Illuminati. Marx's savant-like intellect and zealous commitment to revolutionary ideology, bolstered by Engels' financial support and empirical contributions, drove communism's development, though collaborative influences from radical circles shaped its early phase, highlighting the complex interplay of individual dedication and collective radicalism in its formation. The League of the Just's commission was pivotal, ensuring the Communist Manifesto's creation and amplifying communism's global impact. Without it, the manifesto might not have emerged in 1848, potentially delaying or fragmenting socialist movements, though Marx's independent writings, such as Das Kapital, would likely persist. The Russian Revolution's success, driven by Lenin's adaptations and Russia's crises, underscores communism's adaptability, with its diverse leadership reflecting ideological unity over ethnic identity. Marxist communism, forged in the intellectual and revolutionary ferment of 19th-century London, represents a profound synthesis of philosophical, economic, and socialist ideas, articulated by Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels. Its intended implementation in industrialized Western Europe faltered due to economic stability and reformist socialism, but its triumph in Russia in 1917, led by a diverse Bolshevik leadership, reshaped global history. The German émigrés, primarily Christian artisans from Prussia and Bavaria, formed the League of Outlaws and League of the Just, catalyzing communism's early development through their commission of the Communist Manifesto. The League's Christian and German character, with no documented Jewish members, reflects their artisan focus, while the broader émigré milieu included Jewish radicals like Hess, contributing to socialism's intellectual currents. Marx's authorship earned him primary credit for the manifesto, overshadowing the League's organizational role, though its commission was decisive. Speculative influences, secret societies, Rothschilds, or religious groups, remain unproven, with historical evidence affirming Marx and Engels' intellectual leadership amid émigré radicalism. Communism's global resonance, from Russia to China, underscores its adaptability, driven by the interplay of ideas, revolutionary networks, and historical contingencies, offering a complex legacy that continues to provoke rigorous inquiry and reflection.